Welcome back, Phenomune family. Today I'm going to help you elevate your sleep from just something you do into a form of art. Over the years, as an ultra-endurance athlete, sleep is one of the variables I've learned to manipulate to ensure maximum benefits and top performance in my races. Sounds interesting, right? But before I share with you how to achieve quality sleep, let me tell you my sleep story. Let's rewind 35 years or so, back to when I was a young man just out of school with a super active mind. Well, the truth is I still have a super active mind, but back then it was affecting my sleep, both the quality and the quantity. I would lie in bed for hours turning over ideas, and it wasn't that I was stressed, I just couldn't figure out how to turn my mind off. Or maybe more accurately, I didn't realize how important it was to turn off my thoughts. And so gradually it got worse and worse until eventually I was drained and completely exhausted. So out of pure desperation, I turned on some music one night as I was lying in my bed, and just like that, I fell asleep. I had one of those hallelujah moments. And I can't recall what prompted me to do that or why I did it, but that's not important. The important thing is that I found what worked for me, music. Here's the tricky thing though. It might not do the same for you. In fact, music might keep you awake, but it certainly worked for me. It's up to you to find out what works best for you. Since then, I went from no sleep to quick and deep sleep. Even to this day, my wife jokingly complains that the house can be burning down and I'll sleep right through it. But all jokes aside, I truly believe that we've been created to fall asleep easily and to have deep sleep. Let's go back to the idea of manipulating sleep. When you are racing ultra-endurance events, and I'm talking about really long races like the Tour Divide, which is a 3,000-mile unsupported mountain bike race from Banff in Canada, down the Rocky Mountains, through the US to the Mexican border, you learn to get by on the absolute minimum amount of sleep. During these races, you ride 18 hours a day and sleep about 3 hours a night for 2 weeks straight. You have no choice but to get by on the minimum. Now, this is obviously not something I'm advocating for you, but one of the inadvertent benefits of being obsessed with sleep for so many years is that I've learned how to elevate it from just a practice to an art almost. I've picked up some tricks and tools that will help with the everyday sleep, not just the extreme. And those are some of the tricks I want to share with you. I want to share 3 ideas regarding sleep. 1, elevating the thinking of sleep. 2, elevating the process. And 3, elevating the practice of sleep. Let's break them down. How do we elevate the thought of sleep? Well, by now, you know that sleep is super important and that it is critical for a life of wellness and improved immunity. So this is a foundational thought. But throughout the day, there will be plenty of cues or opportunities to elevate our thinking. For example, if you're suddenly feeling tired, if you yawn, if you think about how crazy the day has been, all of these are cues to elevate your thinking and remind yourself that in a few hours you will be approaching that special time when you can finally sleep. Up next is elevating the process. Think of your bed as an altar. What are some of the associations of an altar? There's a ritual involved, it's raised, there's a sense of reverence and awe as we approach it. Your sleep should be no different. You're stepping off the ground onto your bed. A tip I found helpful is to physically raise my bed or mattress so that the mere process of getting into bed is elevated. And then finally, how do we elevate the practice of sleep? Think of the tactile nature of sleep, the sheets, the pillow, all in contact with our skin, the single largest organ in our body. Most people will spend 1/3 of their life in bed, yet they will spend a small fortune on their car or their bicycle, but will scrimp on their mattress. That's just a crazy thought. So invest in a higher thread cotton sheet or a better mattress or maybe a better pillow. Anything that will improve the tactile response when the largest organ of your body is touching something for 1/3 of your life. It will affect everything, even your subconscious. So here are your challenges this week. 1, once during the day, elevate your thinking regarding sleep. 2, Once this week, build up the process of getting ready for bed and getting into bed. Make it a bit of a ritual, kind of like approaching that altar. And then 3, when you lie in bed tonight, think about how you're feeling. Do you like the way the pillow is sitting? What about the texture of the sheets? Is it appealing to your senses? Take note of what you dislike and work on a plan of action to replace those items over time. Good luck and happy sleeping.